Good evening and welcome to a regularly scheduled meeting of the City Council for our wonderful city of Hartford. I'd like to call this meeting to order and ask if you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Roll call.
The mayor and all alderpersons are present except Alderperson Savage, who is absent and excused.
Thank you very much. We have before us a unanimous consent agenda.
Move to approve.
President Rusniak to approve, second by Alderperson Turchi.
Motion by Alderperson Rusniak, seconded by Alderperson Turchi, approving the Common Council minutes of September 12th, 2023.
Thank you. Any comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Communications, Shannon.
I have nothing tonight, Mayor.
Okay. Appearances and citizen comments. This is your chance to come up as a citizen of the city of Hartford to our podium and put your name and address on the record. You get 3 glorious minutes. Second call. Third call. We're done. Mayor's report. Well, I wanted to thank everybody for coming out for our October celebration this weekend. I think it was a wonderful thing. It went, actually, it was kind of fun later into the evening. A lot of live music, a lot of people. I was very impressed. We really got the folks out. So thank you very much for everybody behaving and having a good time. I didn't notice that there were any problems whatsoever. And again, the music was great, and I think a good time was had by all. So thank you. With that, we go to aldermanic requests. President Rusniak.
Nothing tonight, sir?
Alderperson Carroll.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Alderperson Reagan.
Just a couple things. Dennis Hagee and I attended the Mid-Moraine Legislative Committee meeting on Wednesday, September 13th. At the committee meeting, they went over a couple of things. The speaker that night was Mr. Paul Roback from the UW Extension. He was having basically a forum to discuss future issues and topics that wanted to be discussed by the Mid-Moraine Legislative Committee. And the other main thing on the agenda was getting an update on the progress of the Washington County sharing the sales tax. Unfortunately, there hasn't been much progress with that. Apparently, they're having trouble getting it on the county board agenda for a vote. So just wanted to update you all on that. And that being said, they have the dinner meeting tomorrow, Wednesday. Dennis Hagee and I are planning to attend. There has been one cancellation, so there would be another opening if any other alderman is interested in attending.
Just thank you very much. I just wanted to make a quick comment based on what you said. I would let you know, or let everybody know that there is an elected officials meeting, so the highest elected official from each of the communities within the county are going to be meeting with Josh Showman at the Government Center tomorrow. I'm sure that that might be on the agenda. So please understand that I will represent the feelings of this council, which made a unanimous vote to support the 83% of the population of the city of Hartford that voted in favor of that. And I see nodding heads, so please understand that your thoughts on this issue will be firmly and well represented. So just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. Okay, with that, we continue on. Alderperson Garza.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Alderperson Turchi.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Alderperson Webb.
Nothing tonight.
Alderperson Kohler.
Nothing tonight.
Alderperson Fulop.
So I'd just like to thank everybody for the Oktoberfest event and everybody that set that up. So kind of adding to the mayor's comment as well. I thought very nice for the community, nice night to have out and have a live band and quite a bit of socializing. So much appreciate everybody that put that together. Thank you.
Thank you very much. With that, standing committee reports, doesn't look like we have anything in Finance, Personnel, Public Works, or Utility, or resolution, so we will go directly to item number 11, ordinances. This is for first reading and possible action. The first one is 1474, an ordinance amending Chapter 15 of the Municipal Code, Unified Construction Code. Do we have Jacob here? Is he going over that, or are you taking that, Steve?
I'm taking that. Jacob, Jacob is in a conference this week.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Jacob?
Jacob is at a conference.
Oh, okay.
A WEDA conference up in
Okay.
Wausau today.
Wonderful, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting.
Have it up, my
Yeah,
outlook isn't working.
I know,
That's-
I mean,
that's
I
okay.
saw
All
what
right.
was in the
So
paper.
anyways, so ordinance number 1474 has to do with the municipal code, Unified Construction Code. It is a cleanup of the Chapter 15 in which we talk about obtaining your building permits and the penalty for those who basically do not get building permits to do the work. So we found an inconsistency within the code, and so this Chapter 15 just basically cleans that up. So again, the concept is if you have a building project, it could be plumbing, could be electrical, could be framing, could be whatever the deal would be. Again, those all do require a building permit. If you have a question about any addition, maybe you're putting on a new deck or something of that nature, do you need a building permit? Make sure you contact our building, what's that?
Inspection department.
Inspection department, and check. And then if so, you go through the normal process of getting the building permit, and then, again, they come through with a review of your finished project. Anyway, so this just cleans it up, that if in the event somebody would go about doing an improvement without a building inspection, what that penalty looks like, so.
How
Any
are
questions?
we as regards to other communities when it comes to not only the permit cost, but if somebody would decide for whatever reason not to pull the necessary permits, are we pretty much in line? I just want to make sure that we're not overly doing it, but that we're not under what would be, because you have a responsibility, I believe, as a homeowner to pull the proper permits and have the inspections done. And if somebody's going to try and bypass that, there should be a real cost.
Yeah, and ours is double. So if a normal fee is $200, and we find that you did not pull a permit, the new permit cost is $400. If it was normally $200. And unfortunately, if you did some work, let's say you did some electrical work, you added electrical outlets to your wall, and there's no way for us to check the wiring without you pulling down all of your drywall and insulation, guess what? More than likely, you're pulling down all your insulation and drywall and having a great time with that. So it's much better to ask and get permission and get your permits. And the answer to your question is, I think it is universal. Every community you deal with, until all of a sudden somebody finds their neighbor has a huge contractor in the front yard for about a week, and you notice that they don't have a permit showing in their front window or in the garage or where the deal would be. So it has to be visible. But the other thing that comes up a lot is when individuals basically talk about their 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, and we don't show it as a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Voila, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah. Okay, well, okay, that does make a lot of sense. So I would imagine that if you're hiring reputable contractors in the area or local contractors, they will always make sure to help you, in getting those permits. So the permits are pulled properly and everything's taken care of, rather than, Chuck with the truck pulling up and doing some of this stuff for you and then vanishing. Those are the areas where you still have the responsibility. You cannot blame it on the contractor. It is the homeowner's responsibility.
Absolutely, you're 100% right. The homeowner has to make sure, and the homeowner can take out the permits without having a license to do the work.
Right.
They just have to identify who is actually doing the work in case there is an issue.
All right, thank you very much. Any other questions, comments, concerns? If not, I would look for a suspension.
A motion to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend by Joe Kohler, second by Joe Fulop.
Motion by Alderperson Kohler, seconded by Alderperson Fulop to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of proposed ordinance number 1474.
For suspension, All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Okay, for passing ordinance number 1474. Alderperson Carroll, second by Alderperson Kohler.
Motion by Alderperson Carroll, seconded by Alderperson Kohler for the adoption of proposed ordinance number 1474.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Item number 2 under ordinances, ordinance 1475, an ordinance attaching territory to the city of Hartford, 6967 Lark Avenue, and we will go to our city administrator, Steve Volkert.
This is one of the properties. There's two listed under number 2 and number 3. 2 more properties on Lark Avenue, which we extended the sewer through that area at the cost of the city, or the utility as it would be. And these are 2 more properties who have now decided to join our family here in the city of Hartford. So they need sewer. Their septic has failed, and so they need sewer, and they are going to be hooking up to the sewer system, and to do that, they have to annex in.
Okay, and do we want to do both of these together then, Steve, or? no?
I would do it separately, just in case.
Okay, then any questions? Go ahead,
Do
please.
the addresses,
Yeah,
are
so
they our addresses or the town's address? Or are we not changing them until we get a bunch done?
once they get
80%
into the
of them?
city, then we make the changes.
Okay, but we will change your address.
Yeah, we've never had a history of that.
No, never.
Arf, 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 arf. All right. Okay, then for.
Question, Alderperson Turchi?
Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Wright.
Just out of curiosity, and you might not have the answer, how many have chosen to take on this?
Love
That is a
fest.
great question, and I'm sure when you looked at the map in which we provided to you, you saw that there was.
I just looked at the map. Is it
1,
5?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 so far in that subdivision.
Are we per plan?
What's that?
Oh, per plan.
What did I tell you the last time you asked me that
You
question?
said you didn't know.
No, I sent you that information. We are actually probably in line with the plan that we originally had. In 3 years, to have 10 of them, that's probably, I think we thought about 2, 4, 4, 10, maybe 12. So I think we're very near what we thought we were going to have. Just as you also saw on this map, this is the second project that we did, the State Highway 83 Lee Road. There already we have 5.
Super, thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay, with that, we'd look to suspend the rules to consider 1475. To suspend, Alderperson Carroll, second by Alderperson Webb.
Motion by Alderperson Carroll, seconded by Alderperson Webb to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of proposed ordinance number 1475.
Thank you. For suspension, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Okay, now to pass ordinance 1475 attaching the territory at 6967 Lark Avenue. Alderperson Carroll, second by Alderperson Kohler.
Motion by Alderperson Carroll, seconded by Alderperson Kohler for the adoption of proposed ordinance number 1475.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. Third one, ordinance number 1476, ordinance attaching territory to the city of Hartford. Its next door neighbor, or I think it's next door neighbor, very close, 6971 Lark Avenue. And Steve, I think you covered most of it, but
Yep.
we'll give you another shot.
Now, again, this is the second house that is looking to annex in to be able to hook up to the sanitary sewer.
Okay. Questions?
Nope. Just
For
make a motion.
suspension, Alderperson Garza, second by Alderperson Fulham.
Motion by Alderperson Garza, seconded by Alderperson Fulop to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of proposed ordinance number 1476.
For suspension, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. And then the ordinance 1476 for passage to add 6971 Lark Avenue to our wonderful Hartford City of Family.
Move to approve.
Move to approve by Alderperson, or I should say by President Resniak, second by Alderperson Fulop.
Motion by Alderperson Rusniak, seconded by Alderperson Fulop for the adoption of proposed ordinance number 1476.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Thank you. City Administrator's report. It doesn't look like we have
Nothing
anything
tonight.
on there. So at this time, we will be going into closed session. The Common Council to move into closed session under 19.85 sub 1 sub E, deliberating or negotiating the purchase of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session regarding discussion on current housing needs and proposed solutions. The Common Council to reconvene an open session for possible action. At this time, we will take a vote to go into closed session. That is a roll call vote.
Should we do a motion first?
But first, we'll have a motion.
Motion to go into
Only
closed
only
session.
because you insist. Alderperson Phillips, second by Alderperson Carroll.
Motion by Alderperson Fulop, seconded by Alderperson Carroll to go into closed session at 7:16 PM. Rusniak,
Aye.
Alderperson Turchi,
Aye.
Alderperson Kohler,
Aye.
Alderperson Carroll,
Aye.
Alderperson Reagan,
Aye.
Alderperson Garza,
Aye.
Alderperson Fulop,
Aye.
Alderperson Webb.
Aye.
Motion carried, 8-0.
Thank you very much. We'll give it a couple minutes to clear the room,